Hello friends, this is Akshay Kadam, faculty at KG India. You are listening to me on the platform of KG Podcast, and on this platform, we are today going to discuss the topic computer-aided drug design technologies, or simply the role of computer science in drug discovery. So this is one of the issue that is getting debated in India. Even Prime Minister, in one of the meetings of the task force related to Corona, talked or praised the role played by computer science in drug discovery. And so we will discuss this topic in short. So guys, before any drug is developed, what are the various parameters which has to be considered in designing, and how computer science is helping us to do that? So these parameters are whether your drug is safe and effective, whether how much availability it is, how much we can produce, then how metabolically stable it is, then whether it has any side effects in short term, long term, and whether it addresses the selective target tissue, okay, that it is affecting only those tissues that are infected and not other issues. These are some things that are taken care of, and computer assisted drug design or computer science is helping scientists actually in these core areas. So in pharmaceutical company, guys, the scientific researchers are using computer aided drug design in branches such as structure biology, biochemistry, and computational science. So structure biology means where the molecular structure is interpreted, is properly tried to be understood by the scientist. Then biochemistry is where how different drugs interact with each other. That is studied in biochemistry, and computational science where they try to compute or predict that which drug will be or which structure will be suitable for which other diseases. The major advantage of doing this, of using computer science in drug discovery, is it is very cost effective in research and development. You don't have to do any lab trials or tests on humans, and this lengthy process gets shortened. Even your computer assisted drug design, CADD, and bioinformatics tool provide advantages that leads to less time to the market. Even they speed up the drug discovery time. Okay, drug development time gets significantly reduced, and that's because of that. This computer science is playing important role in trying to find proper drugs and vaccines for the corona also. So, what is the core idea of this computer aided drug design? Is that if you see around that all the universe, okay, whether from stars to planets, are made up of 92 fundamental elements, hydrogen, helium, lithium, and so on. And from those elements, basic biological, all elements of our biology have been found, whether amino acids, proteins, enzymes, hormones, or toxins that get produced in the body, and so on. And even drugs are prepared from using those elements. So at the base of this biochemistry is one elements interact with other, one chemical interacts with other, enzyme reacts with the amino acids, proteins, or hormones reacts with the amino acids, proteins, and so on. So finally, it's just a chemical reaction. And so if we understand those chemical reaction and simulate in a computer environment, then developing the drug will be much easier than actually trying those things on a human beings. And so the computational methods are based on the fact that any compound which is pharmacologically active acts through interaction with the target proteins or nucleic acids. Okay, and what defines those target interaction is the molecular surface structure of the elements, the forces that interact, hydrophobic reaction, hydrophilic reaction, and so and so, or hydrogen bond formation reaction. So understanding those reactions, stimulating them, predicting them will help the scientists to develop the drug in a faster, better way. So which areas in which this is being used? So first area where computer assisted drug design is working on is understanding structure analysis and genomics for quick discovery. So in this branch, understanding structure analysis and genomics, what they do is that in universe we have so many plants, animals, they produce a large number of toxins, they produce large number of helpful chemicals. Our body has different proteins, etc. They are creating the huge database of all such elements, their structures. Okay, and so they can easily predict which structure interacts or reacts with which structure, which can prohibit some proteins from executing, which drugs can stimulate some proteins, etc. And so by doing structural analysis, they are trying to understand all the available proteins or elements that are available in the universe. And by doing this, they are creating a huge database. And so database creation is also important role in computer assisted drug design. And then after having a database, then they can easily predict and find that which possible alternatives can or will be available for them to deal with the particular disease. Then also these databases helps in what you call your dealing with the unknown targets. So drug design with unknown target is another area where they are focusing. For example, coronavirus is not the new virus. It is the fifth variant of this coronavirus. Fourth variant outbreak happened in 2019 around. That time researchers of Oxford worked on producing a drug. That time they producing a vaccine. But meantime, the corona got controlled, and so funding for that research got stopped. And now we have new variant. Now scientists predict that this structure, the database, whatever research they have done, so now the same drug will be used for this new coronavirus also. Same vaccine can be developed because most of the structure is same. And so that's how once we have the databases, then predicting which design or drug we can produce becomes very easy. Then another area where they are working is the drug repositioning. So in drug repositioning, guys, normally developing a new drug and bringing it to the market takes 15 years and also more than $1 billion estimated cost gets involved. So in such a cases, instead of developing new drug every time, there are so many drugs available in the market, having their proper database, understanding their structure and the way they interact. And if you have any new disease or even old diseases, then by matching those old diseases, that proteins that get produced or toxins get produced, and those drugs that are already available, by simulating the program and trying to match them, we can find whether any old drug is suitable for any new disease or existing disease. And scientists have found many such a drug combination by using these simulation programs that treat some other diseases. So they have found the many drugs that work for epilepsy are curing inflammatory bowel disease. And that's how drug repositioning is an area where computer-assisted drug design is helping us. Then another is what is called bioscreening techniques, where they are working. So chemists interested in exploring molecules with therapeutic potential can access libraries or databases that I mentioned to understand the thousands of that chemical compounds that are available, and then they are trying creating a new databases that include millions of commercially available chemicals in the market. And then by using some supercomputer, again as I told you, by running the stimulations, they are trying to understand whether if there is some drug which is causing some side effect, then can we control those side effects, the chemical that are getting produced in side effects, by using some another drug that is available in the database. So this is virtual bioscreening area. So many scientists are working on 40,000 compounds that are already available to know that how we can minimize the chemotherapy drug side effects. And so in this controlling side effects also they are helping. Then fifth area that they are helping us is predictive analysis for understanding side effects. So now in predictive analysis for understanding side effects, in this area, guys, while understanding most of the time when side effects produced, that actually delays the vaccine formation. So trying the vaccine on human beings, then then after a few months the side effects will occur, and that's why you have to do a lot of trials, first trial, second clinical trials, third clinical trials. But by doing simulation on the computers, we can predict most of the side effects in advance, and that reduces the time and even reduces the damage that happening. And so predictive analysis by using computer science is helping us understand the future side effects. And also computer science is helping us to simulate the environments to understand drug transport at cellular level. Especially in the matter of cancers, the drug should impact only those tissues that are infected, and if they don't impact and harm other tissues, that's the major problem. So computational tool are helping us to create a simulation environment where we can understand whether that drug affects only the targeted issue, understand its transport, and whether it is damaging other areas or not. And that's how, guys, the different ways in which computer science is helping us develop new drugs faster and quicker and in less time and at cheaper cost. So thanks for listening, guys.